Well, hey, hi.
Hello.
Let's go. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Game 10. That would be this. My name is Ren. Hi, I'm running the game today. Um, I'm a
I just screamed that
professional, I
way.
swear. Um, So I think the first thing we'd like to do is go around the table and at least introduce ourselves. We'll get around to introducing our characters when we get into the game here. But hi, I'm Ren. I am the GM for the game. I am a professional game master, tabletop streamer, variety streamer. And oh god, man, I am just off to a great start here today. I'm happy to be here. Is really what it comes down to. Why don't I just go ahead and pass it over to Miss Katane?
Hello, I'm
Another
Sonic.
professional.
I am definitely not a professional streamer. I sometimes stream, mostly video games, and me and my friends play a Bloodborne tabletop RPG, and that's about it. I'm happy to be here. Happy Pride.
Let's bop it on over to Gray.
Hi, I'm Gray. My pronouns are they, them. I am here for fun, fashion, and a good time getting up to corporate shenanigans. And happy Pride.
Lovely. Moving on over to Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray. I am a actual play podcaster, What's Your Damage, and a freelance artist.
All right. That brings us over to Rex.
Hi, I'm Rex, or Jack, he, him. I am a writer, world builder, lifelong GM, and TTRPG aficionado.
And last but certainly not least, Zoop. You are mute.
Muted.
Not bad. I was like, I'm not going to mess up. No, I totally messed up. Okay. Hi, my name is Zoop. I am known on the internet as Zoop Machine. My mother calls me Supriya. I play in a lot of TTRPGs. A lot of them are streamed. Some of them are recorded. Sometimes I DM. You can check out what I'm doing at zoopmachine.card.co. And my pronouns are she, her, and I'm super happy to be here.
Fantastic. Thanks, everyone. Well, the name of the game for this evening, for Game 10, is Triangle Agency. And specifically, the title of this, because I had to make one up, is Spring Breakdown. So, picture if you will, the camera panning down over the beautiful green landscape as we zoom through the open air over the eastern seaboard of the United States. We careen through the Appalachian Mountains. We move our way down through plains and forests, and we settle on a sprawling cityscape in the middle of North Carolina, the city known as Charlotte, North Carolina. This is where our strange adventure will be taking place today. And the camera zooms through the streets of the city, the business district, curving around through the various grid-like patterns of the downtown area. We see the NASCAR Hall of Fame. I see you, Charlotte. I know what you're about. We see the Beckler Museum of Modern Art, as well as the various hotels that are in this space, and the Spectrum Center, because everybody likes sports, apparently. But we're not focusing really on any of these things. No, we're going to a high rise here in the downtown area where there is a nondescript, very average looking building that has a doorman outside wearing a brown uniform, standing at pretty good attention to the door, saying hello to people as they come in and out in the same tone, the same phrase every time. Lovely weather we're having. Hello, welcome. Every time someone comes in or goes out. And this is the building where you all, my wonderful players, are, because this is the headquarters of the Triangle Agency. This is a corporate business where you deal in protecting reality from things that threaten normalcy. You are agents of this organization, and as we follow the camera through the front door, we see a small lobby where there is a cafe here in the first floor. The cafe, of course, has a pair of baristas that are behind the counter working, as there are people coming in and out to get their morning drinks. And we are going to go ahead and, I think, introduce our first character here, who is actually the barista here at the agency, because folks got to have their coffee. So, why don't we go ahead and introduce our first character?
Elora is probably being very busy behind the counter, getting everyone's drinks. Like, as soon as they get to the line, they mostly memorized everyone's order just by their face. And they, in typical barista fashion, they never get the name right, but they do it on purpose. You do not want them to say your name correctly. I promise. So yeah, that's probably what they're doing. They're just being very friendly, very open, kind of like trying to brighten everyone's day and making coffee and teas and kombucha and what else.
Okay. Yeah, you are actually working on fulfilling an order for one of your regulars here at the cafe. Does this particular cafe have a name, or shall I name it for you?
I'm terrible with names.
Okay. This is going to be the Three Bean Drink Cafe, because here in Triangle Agency, the name of the game is threes for everything. So we will be rolling d4s. We will be looking for threes. We will love when we get three of something. That is how things progress here. But yeah, Alari, you are there. You are making coffee for one of your regulars. Who wants to volunteer to be the next one in line here, getting their drink first thing in the morning before going into the elevators to head up to work? Soup, okay.
So Anika comes up. She has fire red hair that is in two plaits down her back. She is wearing a modest shirt, full pants. Even though it is warm outside, she cannot wear shorts in the lab, so she's properly dressed, sensible footwear. As she raises her arm and itches back behind, like where the plates meet, you can see like little green scales crawling up her arm. And she looks curiously, checks a notebook, and says, today I think I will try a mocha with the lady fingers and a shot of, what does that say? Paprika? All right, we'll do that.
There's never a dull moment with you, my favorite wild card, and Laura's just gonna turn around and start making. You'd assume they don't have any of that lady fingers and what have you in stock, but they do because they kind of got used to the fact that their favorite wild card comes up with the most random things. So they just go to the supermarket before work and they just grab random things and hope that they get used at some point eventually.
If you look at her notebook, you can, and if we take a peek inside, you can see what is actually like a 4D chart that has ingredients on every axis, and she marks off the one that has the intersection of those three ingredients.
She's gonna do the thing where she writes the name on the cup, and instead of your actual name, they just put what was it? Was it a shot of paprika? Paprika shot on it, and they put a cup at the end.
Perfect. This way, I won't forget what I put in it.
I won't either. As I check the cup one more time and then put it.
Yeah, you get your drink there, Annika, and you head off towards the elevator, and you're going to bump into one of your other coworkers. Why don't we go ahead and have you, Zoop, randomly pick someone that you're going to bump into on your way to the elevator?
Someone's the CEO. I want to bump into the CEO.
Me, it's me. I'm the CEO. Maxwell Chase. You see him as you're probably going to get onto the elevator as Maxwell's coming off of the elevator with an empty cup in hand. He's on the phone in his other hand, and as he's getting off the elevator, you hear him go, "Do the difficult things while they are easy, and do the great things while they are small. A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. All right, Ashton, you can do this. Keep going," as he hangs up the phone and starts to beeline past you, but instead bumps into you and is like,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Anika, I'm sorry. I didn't see you there.
Yeah, it's just a little mocha and paprika. It'll come right out.
Paprika? Paprika in your... Okay, that's a choice.
Well,
right.
Every day I try a new combination to see which one is the one that is going to fire my neurons in a way that nothing's ever fired them before.
I'm going to need you to say that again. He pulls out a little pocket note. He's like, that is a phenomenal quote. I'm going to tell that to my next... Oh, my customers are going to eat that up. And he jots down what you just said on a little note, like motivation quote.
All right, sir, I'll get right to it.
Then real quickly, Maxwell just shoots off again, heading right back for the coffee shop.
Yeah. Maxwell, you go there to get your coffee as well. A refresh, it would seem, because the CEO has to drink an awful lot of fuel to keep going. So, while you are waiting in line there, you have another one of your coworkers that comes up behind you, looking for their own or to get their own order. Who do we have next that shows up to this particular location?
Maxwell gets in line.
I'll jump in.
Yeah, that's who I was going to pick out. Anyway, Maxwell turns around. Carol, good morning.
Maxwell, darling, good morning. I see you've already had an accident. Don't worry, I've got something for that. And she's gonna open up. I should say, Carol, as you see her, just exudes a very confusing mix of soccer mom energy with burnt out Gen X punk rocker vibes. She's out of uniform for once and wearing just the most beat up, dirty blue jeans you've ever seen with a tank top and flannel shirt. And is absolutely covered in piercings and tattoos that are dedicated to 1980s band nostalgia. So, and on her hip is just the world's most gigantic baby bag. And so she unzips it, starts rifling through before finding like a rag soaked in something that smells sort of like essential oils, and just starts dabbing at the paprika stains on Maxwell's shirt. And weirdly enough,
I did forget to give a description of Maxwell. Maxwell is just a tall, lengthy, probably about 6'2", blonde hair pulled back, and he's wearing a very nice button-up shirt, and he probably didn't even notice. They probably didn't even notice the stain on their shirt. As soon as you start dabbing, he's like, "Oh, a lifesaver! That would have never come out in the wash."
Well, you never know what the magic of essential oils can do. Ask me once we're off the clock, and I will tell you all about them.
So that leaves us with one other person that needs to arrive at work. I think we've got a reception player, don't we? One of your jobs, reception?
That's Carol.
That's Carol. Okay. You're just not at your desk yet. All right. That's
Coffee's more important.
My line.
And that leaves us with Gray's character, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Damien is kind of like middling height, sort of long, like dark hair pulled up in like a half bun. I think when you look at them, they sort of like you can't quite focus when you look at them. It's a little bit weird. Your eyes just sort of like glaze over where they're sort of standing. And I think they kind of maybe rush in a little bit late for their shift. And kind of, take a glance at the coffee line, like, ooh, can I make it? Can I be my 15 minutes late with my 3-bean branded cup? Or do I have to run to the phone lines somewhere else in this building?
The line keeps moving pretty steadily. We've got 2 experienced, seasoned baristas behind the desk, calling out orders, giving folks their drinks with their names almost correct, but the orders themselves actually correct. And eventually, the lot of you all get your orders, and you are able to head up back to the office, where it's time for your morning briefing. The briefing takes place in a very small business room. There is a table at the very center of the room with a number of chairs just circling it. And there is on the far wall a pull down projector screen with a very simple slideshow that has been hastily thrown together for everyone to review what is the big deal for the day today. So the lot of you are gathered here at the table as well. The head honcho has called everyone together for this particular meeting. And by head honcho, I mean a particular agent that just gets the orders and calls teams together, hastily assembled, to take care of the jobs that need to be done. So you're all seated around this table, and there is a listing that says on the screen, unusual patterns detected. And the agent that's going over things, we'll call them Charlie for the sake of things. Charlie is standing in front of you all, red tie, white shirt, short sleeve shirt, and brown pants, and is going over the mission with you all and says, like the slideshow says, we've picked up unusual behavior and patterns around town recently. Most concerning, a lot of these activities seem to be centered specifically around the central business district here in Charlotte. So, I suppose you could say that it's hitting close to home? Huh? Getting no reaction, Charlie moves on.
There's like the ghost of a polite chuckle of just that sort of like nod of, I recognize you have made a joke here.
Laura's
Carol
from a different
has-
plane of existence, so this is hilarious.
I think you got like the wide receptionist smile from Carol. Doesn't meet her eyes, but it's got every tooth in it.
Anika is taking notes.
Mm-hmm. We've noticed all sorts of strange things happening. Increased rates of individuals crying spontaneously. There's been a constant influx of unexpected reunions with old friends, which isn't necessarily a strange thing, but when it keeps happening, it's just very, very bizarre. And of course, we've also been noticing that security camera footage has different people on them with uncannily similar appearances to one another. So there's something strange going on here in town, and we would like you all to investigate that. The slideshow clicks, and the projector makes that, and the rotating slide moves, and it says just another slide with a bunch of pictures on it that are crude drawings of like field journals or journal logs that look like they're hundreds of years old. And Charlie continues and says, the agency is reminded of anomalous incidents that occurred back in the 1500s. But of course, our state-of-the-art modeling software has determined that there is a 0.02% likelihood that it's related to the situation at hand. So take from that what you will. This fact should be ignored by each of you field agents. Please acknowledge that request for ignorance now.
Laura's just kind of
Crossing
looking
it
at
out.
everyone else and seeing what everyone else is doing, and they're just kind of like nodding along.
Charles, let me recap for you, please, if you don't mind. I'm getting that there have been outbursts of emotion, cases of duplicates, and this is absolutely not related to anything that might have happened in the 1500s. Is that correct?
Yes, that's a pretty accurate summation of everything I had just said.
And I think we're in agreement.
Okay. Does anyone not acknowledge that they will accept ignorance of the 1500s anomaly activities.
Maxwell definitely pays no note to it. He seems, they seem to be like they're not necessarily invested in this briefing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Damien would acknowledge the to forget and just sort of like like a little gesture of like the thought being pulled out of their head and like just like thrown away.
Good. Wonderful. While you are on this particular mission, I do want to let you know that your objective is to determine what is causing these behaviors, address what is causing these behaviors, and, in typical agency fashion, subdue, capture, or eliminate any anomalous threats that have been detected. On top of this, I'm excited to let you know that we're rolling out some very special optional objective incentives here for this mission. First and foremost, any agent on this field mission will receive 1 commendation for wearing a flower crown. This will happen for you once during this mission. Only once. Once per agent. You will receive 3 commendations if you conduct a field experiment, and 6 commendations for the first time you win any lawsuit. Now, I would be remiss if I did not tell you that there is also a way for you to earn demerits on this mission as well. Most specifically, you will receive any demerits if you fulfill the outlined activities as per your agreed upon position here within the agency. But for this particular mission, you will also receive a demerit each time you reminisce about the past. So I warn you, do not be reminiscing. All right, well, that takes care of a lot of the boring field notes. Does anyone have any questions or anything they'd like to address before we move on? All right, well, I'll take that resounding silence and pounding, thumping on the table as the fact that nobody has anything that they would like to talk about. With that, I suppose we'll go ahead and call the field briefing completed here today. Right.
At the end of the briefing,
Mm-hmm.
Maxwell looks up and like, not really realizing that it was over or started to begin with. He goes, "All right, people, don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going." As he gets up with fervor to leave the briefing room.
Okay. You get up from the table and your phone rings, Maxwell.
First ring. Doesn't even finish ringing. Picks up the phone.
You're contacted by someone important from your distant past. Who is that?
Dear friend Jane.
Jane? You hear Jane's voice on your phone. Maxwell, is that you?
Jane, my dear friend, long time no see. How is your life going lately?
Oh, pretty great. Been operating a cockatiel sanctuary here, not too far from the city center. Say, it's been a while since we've gotten together. Do you remember the last time you saw me?
These days, I'm not remembering too much.
Yeah. Okay. It has been about 10 years, I would say. Do you have some time maybe later in the week to get together for a little bit of, I don't know, a drink, maybe some coffee or frozen yogurt, perhaps?
I am so overbooked these days. I will have to see. I will have to check with my schedule, check with my calendar app, see if I can pencil you in somewhere.
Calendar app. That just reminded me about the time. Do you remember when we were putting together a big event and you accidentally put the wrong day on the calendar and you showed up to college you showed up to the college grounds at the the library a week and a half early. Do you remember that?
Just as the great Mark Twain said, the secret of getting ahead is getting started.
That doesn't really answer anything I just said, but okay. Well, let me know if you can pencil me in for any time. It would be nice to see you.
Get ahead.
It would be nice to see you. It really would. Oh, sorry, Maxwell. I gotta go. One of the cockatiels is throwing a tantrum and is knocking stuff over. And the phone
Keep
hangs
your
up.
eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground as they put the phone in their pocket.
The rest of you hear this absurd phone call go on, and Annika, you notice you've been looking outside during this briefing in between taking your notes. And as you are finishing off some of your notes here, you look out and you see that there is a group of about 5 or 6 people that are walking by in front of the building. And they all have the same face.
Good. I think we might have an anomaly right here.
I'm an anomaly. Why?
Oh, well, no. I don't mean the ones that are usually here. I mean the 5 people out there that seem to be the same person.
Oh, well, look at that. Quadruplets.
Wouldn't it be pentuplets?
No, you're right. Quintuplets. Math.
Laura is just like doing the
Tracing. We
logistics
should
of
go.
like 5.
Why don't we start investigating immediately? And she puts on a flower crown that she pulls out of one of the pockets of her lab coat.
To do that one.
One commendation.
These are it is a flower crown of little Venus flytraps. So they're opening and closing their mouths all around her head.
Beautiful. Yeah, you get one commendation. Make sure you note that.
I think we noticed that Damien has quietly pulled out a stack of various colored Post-it notes and has been dutifully folding little origami flowers and forming them into a flower crown out of this like just every kind of assorted color. There's some assorted sizes. It looks like just like a junk drawer of Post-it notes that he's been like pulling out of his pockets and folding up.
Charlie on the way out says, noticing this, "Are you using company resources to complete an optional field objective?"
No, these are mine.
Charlie nods. "Are you," and looks around, "are you lying to me?"
No. I just found them. Just like kind of opens pocket and you can kind of see there's just like a stack and then like some paper clips and like an eraser, like a half, like a tiny rubber band ball that looks like it like never quite got started before it like rolled off the desk. I realize this makes me look very suspicious in terms of stealing company resources. However, they're just here.
At this point, seeing that Damien might be in trouble, Anika points to a corner and says, "Look over there."
Charlie will look in that corner.
Okay, I would like to roll attentiveness.
Okay. You roll 6d4.
Okay, I have 2 3s.
All right, that means you have 4 failures, which means that is 4 chaos generated.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the fact that just doing things is bad. But anyways, there's a weasel in the corner.
There's a weasel in the corner.
Yeah, and it's scratching up the carpet, and Anika's like, I think you really should deal with that situation.
Charlie sees the weasel and goes, "Oh, the weasel's back," and will race off to out of the room. And you hear Charlie saying, "I gotta go call building maintenance."
And
Damien like glances over at Anika like as Charlie's like making way out of the room, and it's just like.
Yeah, I think Carol at this point already has her bag, kombucha in the other hand, is just like, okay, I'm loving the energy. I'm loving everyone's initiative. But as Anika pointed out, there are quintuplets down below. We should probably go and check on that. Yeah. Yeah. And then just starts like shooing everyone toward the elevator.
Maxwell grabs Anika by the shoulder and just goes, "Here, let's show us what you saw. Come on, lead the way."
Yes, sir.
Y'all get in the elevator. It is a cramped little affair, very dimly lit. There is a really nasty looking brown carpet under your feet. There is stainless steel, like that gunmetal polished wall with a little bit of half mirror on top of it, and the buttons look like they are circa 1960, with the round plastic lips and the big old numbers in the center. You just hit the ground button and the elevator works its way down to the bottom floor. You meander your way out of the elevator past the Three Bean Cafe, and you head out the front gate, the front door, where the doorman standing there, stoic, stock still, says, "Nice weather we're having today. Welcome," as you walk by.
It is lovely. Thank you, Frank.
And to be quite honest, it is not lovely weather. It is kind of cloudy and drizzly.
It literally doesn't matter. That is Carol's answer every time he says that to her.
Anika looks at Carol and is like, he never seems to notice me.
Well, that's just Frank. He's just towing the company line. Don't let it get to you.
Join the club.
Remember, look to the future, not the past. Tomorrow, he might say something else. You never know.
Well, so just to let you know, Frank, I originally had this relationship as the janitor, but it is now Frank, who is the person who has never noticed me.
Okay. Yeah. There is greetings and exchanges 4 times. Not 5.
Well, it's more that it is more. What does it say exactly? Sorry, let me just scroll down a little bit. He has never ever found me attractive.
Oh, okay.
No
That's-
matter what outfit I wear, he never finds me attractive. So we're actually good friends, but he's never found me attractive. Doesn't matter what I wear.
Okay. Yeah. No matter what you do, he always says the same thing to you.
Yep.
Nice weather we're having. Welcome.
You stand and talk to him. He has more to say to you.
No, I've tried.
Max comes up with
Oh,
comes up. She's like, ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, and fail better. You can do this. Go on. Go talk to him.
Right now we have a 5-headed person to go chase.
or just kind of like taps you on the back. It's like, okay, you and I can do a makeover later, and then you can I'll put all the pretty stuff all over you, and then we can try again.
Okay. As long as it's lab
Beautiful
safe.
flower crown is a start.
We have to bedazzle it though. Add a little sparkle in there.
Someone puts like a finger up and like one of the Venus flytraps goes.
I just put a coffee bean in it.
Don't
Oh my God,
caffeinate it.
They're gonna be so hyper. Oh my God. You start seeing that one, like it digests the coffee bean and starts just like wiggling like nothing.
Laura just kind of goes like, are they not supposed to be caffeinated in this plane? Is that not how this works?
Oh no, I think they're loving it.
Okay,
Caffeine
good.
makes everything run better. As they take a sip of their black Americano.
So how are the quintuplets in sight in the street, or have they kind of like passed?
They are wandering down the road, probably about a block and a half away from you all. You see that group.
Okay. Do like, if I'm looking around, do I see any other like weird groups of people that seem to be identical, or is it just that one?
You see a lot of people who look familiar. You don't see people who all look the same like that group did.
Okay.
But you do notice something kind of bizarre in the distance, probably about half a block away. There is a random woman in a beige suit that is crouched in the middle of the street, looking down into a puddle.
Okay, so we split up, right? Someone after the quintuplets, someone after that woman.
That does seem logical, yes. Who wants to go which way?
You pointed out the quintuplets. Why don't me and you go that way? Because I have an idea for a social experiment.
Sorry, who are you asking to go with you?
Anika.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I guess
So-
we'll go
All right.
talk to the lady with the puddle.
Sounds like a plan.
Anika and Max heading that way.
Everybody else heading towards the lady in the puddle. Sounds great. Let's start with the lady in the puddle. So you all kind of start approaching this person. Again, they're crouched in the middle of the street. There are cars driving by, people honking, shouting, typical city fare. But she is unbothered, moisturized in her lane, staring at the puddle. What do y'all do?
And I look in the
Good
puddle.
morning.
She doesn't even acknowledge the fact that you say good morning. She starts poking at her cheeks and her neck.
What are we told about this one again? It was outburst of emotions, duplicates, and something else, I thought.
Reading Forgotten Friends? People from the past, right?
Right, that's why the past is off limits.
Laura's
I think-
gonna like look in the puddle, but not like close enough to maybe potential topple into it. You just kind of want to see what the other person is seeing in the puddle, if anything.
Yeah. You go to look into the puddle, and when you do so, you look down into the water, you see your own reflection, and you notice that, and you all here at this point all watch as this woman suddenly vanishes. And her reflection is left in the puddle.
Yeah.
That does not seem.
I feel like
Good.
that's not supposed to be there.
Okay,
The
okay. I have an ability that I can inspect the place where something once was.
Mhm.
So by diving into the empty space and rolling attentiveness, and then I can see, if I succeed, I could see the history of the place that I am inspecting. And if an object was stolen, I would know what it was and how it left. Would a person count as an object?
Hell yeah, they would.
Hell yeah. All right.
I will
Rolling.
interrupt real quick and say, as you start doing this, the puddle starts to move. And it starts flowing towards a small crowd of folks that has formed across the street from here at a building called Fount. Fount.
I think seeing that and seeing what it seemingly just did, Carol is going to quickly dig through her baby bag and find like some diapers and then just press them on top of the puddle to do eliminate.
Okay. We will get to that in just a moment. Gray, how'd you do?
Not good.
Did you roll any threes?
I did not.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, it's not good. On a failure, there is too much loss. I become overwhelmed in the history of the location that I'm in and receive 1 harm in addition to any loose ends caused by my visible, painful reaction.
Okay.
And I do not have any quality assurances to make that any better.
How is Maxwell close to this when this goes down, or are we way out of the way?
You would have been
You
walking
guys
the
are over where?
opposite direction.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so you would take 1 harm. Well, here's a fun fact. 1 harm is enough to kill an average human. Do you have any quality assurances?
I don't know. I feel like using another ability in the I have my quality assurances are in duplicity, presence, and persistence.
But you do have them.
Yes.
Okay. So the good news is you can spend a quality assurance to negate 1 harm.
Okay, I will do that. That sounds very good. I will do that in I feel like persistence makes sense here.
Okay. Yeah, you jump into the space where this woman had been, and you are suddenly overwhelmed by hundreds of years of history, thousands of years of history of this specific point in latitude and longitude. Even if it's just a bird that landed here hundreds of thousands of years ago, and blades of grass that used to grow here, and the breeze that caressed gently the air that wafts through this space. And it causes your body to become racked with physical pain, but because of the generosity of the agency, you are able to take that harm and put it somewhere else. Where it goes, I don't know. You don't know. You don't care. I don't care. All that matters is you're not feeling that pain anymore. And the agency has saved your life. So, the unfortunate side effect, however, is that there are now a number of people that have seen this happen. And these are what we call loose ends. Loose ends are people that know strange things happen because they see them occur. And a good field agent knows that you can't have loose ends. So I will be keeping track of how many loose ends there are, because you might have to address that later on. Now, this diaper bag that are going to eliminate this puddle. That is
Super
a wild
absorbent.
sentence.
My toddler swears by them.
So what's your ability say?
This would be eliminate, which is you may remove an established mundane object or person from the equation by permanently targeting them. I doubt this is mundane though.
It is not. You attempt to eliminate this puddle, and your ability doesn't work, which instantly leads you to acknowledge the fact that this is an anomalous puddle.
Well, win some, lose some.
Yeah, I think Damien is kind of like struggling to their feet just with the sheer weight and pain and, you know, sort of all of that history kind of attacking their brain at once. Just kind of like coming to and stepping up and trying to get to, you know, just the side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And well,
Like,
oh well, we probably should do something about those people and also the puddle.
oh yeah, no. We definitely have to follow them, but first, Damien, honey, you don't look good. 1 second, I have something for this. Digs again through the bag and then just brings out some animal crackers and a juice box and hands them over. They don't do anything. They're just nice.
Thoughtful. Elora, what are you up to while this is happening?
Laura just kind of watching the puddles creep closer to the building. So, could I put the puddle to sleep, do you think?
You have an ability for that.
Yeah.
All right.
I have an
you
ability
can have-
called nap time.
Yeah, go for it.
However, I'm not sure how this works because it says I roll subtlety,
Mhm.
but I don't have any of the red squares in that, so I don't know how that works precisely.
Okay, so whenever you roll any of your abilities, you just roll 6d4, and you are looking for 3s to save as successes. Now the red, do you have any quality assurances in that specific
That specific one? No.
Okay. That's all right. That's all right. It just means that any fails that you roll will be subject to burnout.
Ah, okay. 64, you said, right?
Yep.
Oh, I'm trying to use the dice roller in Discord, but it's not. It's not working.
Okay.
So you have to type /roll.
The slash roll. CEO has lied to me.
You have to type it like that first. Put a space after you type roll.
Very much. Ah, I see. It just gives me the amount. It doesn't tell me what the actual
values were.
rolls are. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
Go to Google and type roll 64.
Yeah, the other thing you could do is that.
All right, so I'm looking for threes.
Yep.
2 3s.
2 3s. Okay. I mean, the good news is that's still a success. Bad news is the 4 D4s that you did not roll 3s on are subject to burnout, which means that the next time you roll this particular ability, you only get to roll the 2d4 because the other ones are burnt out, if I'm remembering that correctly. Let me just make sure that I'm not full of it.
It is successful.
But you are successful. So what happens?
All right. I take a pinch of sand from my pocket and I blow it towards the puddle. And it's supposed to, on a success, you send a target into a sudden sleep. They'll have pleasant dreams and think they nod off when they wake up in a few minutes.
Okay.
For each additional 3 above 1, you may choose an additional target and send them to sleep as well. But I just want the puddle to go to sleep. I want the puddle to stop moving.
As you do. So the puddle goes to sleep.
You can go to sleep. Okay.
So the puddle stops moving, giving you all more time to do something with it. We are going.
Has there been a commotion going on that Maxwell would have noticed at this point?
There might have been a little bit of a commotion as folks are in the road, blocking traffic or causing otherwise disruptive behavior. I was just about to say, as this is happening, we were going to do a quick jump back over to Anika and Maxwell going after the group of people that all look the same.
Hi, hello.
How many?
Hi.
How many was it again? Four people, right?
5 of them.
Five.
Excuse me.
Yeah, they all turn around. And they all look very similar.
They all look very similar, or they all look the same?
They all look very similar.
And so one of the things is I always notice, the first thing about people I always notice is their eyes.
Mhm.
So do all of their eyes look the same?
Yes.
Oh, wow, you are 5 of the most handsome people I have ever seen. Can I take a picture of you? Because the girls back home will not believe it.
One of them looks at you and says, yeah, sure. That's kind of strange, but whatever.
So I quickly
You
take
all twins by chance?
And why, yes, we are. No, we're not.
5.
The other one says.
Oh.
So which one is it? Anika asks as she's like positioning the camera, the phone camera. You are or you aren't quintuplets?
One of them goes to answer and then instantly seems to forget the words that were just about to be uttered off their tongue, and they say, I don't know.
Are you having a rough time today? How are you feeling?
Honestly, feeling a little nauseous, and the same person kind of doubles over a little bit, and the other people in the group with them also double over, and they all duplicate in front of your very eyes. And now there are 10 nearly, if not identical people.
Okay. Great. So I'm so glad that there's 10 of you here. I look at the picture. Is there anything weird about the picture?
No. There's just a lot of the same person in that picture with you.
Okay, so I have been tasked by my boss here to find 10 individuals to have won a prize, and there's 10 of you here, which means I don't have to find anybody else. Would you like to come receive your prize?
What's the prize? They all ask at the same time.
It is a vacation to the Bahamas, but you can only get it if you follow me over to that building right there.
They all consider it. Maxwell, anything you want to say to sweeten that deal?
Maxwell knew what he was going to do with 5 people, and now that there's 10 people, he's like they're like completely taken back. And they're like, I don't know. I've taught to a group of 6 before, but 10 people, that's a few too many to coach. And that's seeing that you're all the same person. I mean, we aim above the mark, we hit the mark. So let's. I mean, if I can show you guys how to live your life for the next year.
A trip to the Bahamas and being shown how to live our life for the next year? They all say in unison, sounds great. And they will.
I'm a life coach, and this is if you're all 10 of the same person, that's one life to coach, right?
That's makes sense to me. And they are following after the 2 of you, going towards the, I'm assuming, the agency building.
Yes.
Okay. You're heading back towards the building, and while you are getting closer, you do see the puddle, your companions in the road, and what's going on over there.
Okay. You join them. I'm going to take them to the conference room where they can look at brochures about the Bahamas.
Okay. Yeah. You will escort 10 identical
perfect.
people.
And you think you can grab me a coffee while when you get your way back?
No.
I'm trying to get one of my sanctioned behaviors there. Make someone do what I want.
I understand that you might be confusing me with an intern, but no.
They look at their empty cup of coffee like, there's too much going on for me to only have 2 cups in me today. As they go make their way over to the group at the puddle.
We have Anika leading these 10 people to the elevator, and the rest of you here with this puddle, the sleeping puddle. What's the next move?
I think. Oh God,
Yes,
Cece is just
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah. Alora, this is not on you, honey. And then she's just gonna like dump her kombucha out, like the last of it, and then starts using the cup to try and scoop the puddle up.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were pouring the kombucha into the puddle.
Oh no, like just throws it off like somewhere else.
Or in the puddle.
So you are putting a puddle in. You're trying to put a puddle in a cup.
Yes, I'm trying to put a puddle in a cup.
How big is this puddle?
Bigger than a cup.
Okay.
I got some of it up. That's my goal. Maybe. I don't know.
Can we put the puddle in the bag? The diaper bag? That has everything in it?
Maxwell
Now-
also has another empty coffee cup.
Yeah, it's just like using the
Just
diaper that she had out
question.
to like as a scoop.
Questionably hands the empty cup over.
Oh,
Oh,
it's over
thank
to
you.
me? Okay, I'll start scooping the puddle.
One commendation to Maxwell.
Nice.
Got someone to start scooping with your cup.
I don't have anything in my pockets. I only have like bedazzled jewelry.
Now, you all have the infinite capabilities of the agency at your disposal. You can use your
We
anomalous
do.
abilities to attempt to do something about this puddle. You can ask for the agency for help with this puddle. You also have something that is called the what gun?
The gun, right? There you go.
We have the gun. We do also have the briefcase, don't we?
Yeah, you have the
So
I'm trying to remember the name of it. All of a sudden, keeps escaping me. Blank gun. Basically, you point it at something and you can destroy it.
ripple gun.
The ripple gun. Thank you.
We
And
each
then
have
normal
we do have the
briefcase.
briefcase, though.
The normal briefcase is where we're supposed to put them. So I think like
Maxwell's
CC
probably holding the
that up.
briefcase in the other hand when he handed you the cup. When they handed you the cup, they're just like, "Here's this," and then looks down at the briefcase like, "That's exactly what this is for." Before handing that over.
oh, hold that open, dear, and then just pours what she has of the puddle into the briefcase and
For both
starts
cups.
Putting the puddle into the briefcase.
Okay.
attempting to. Anyway, don't know if this is working, but
We're just kind of looking around and we're like, we're so suspicious.
We are so suspicious.
So
I am wondering
Mhm.
if we could or I could ask the agency to like have maybe like a sort of like maybe like a street festival or something on the like right like a block. So if the blocks are like on like the next block over that's like away from this area that like we could maybe start like trying to funnel or like people might start funneling to yeah, maybe some sort of like cultural street food festival with like
Pride Month.
music and
There should be a pride parade somewhere that everyone's going to.
hell yeah.
So we can be doing our not suspicious things, like shoveling a puddle into a
Don't worry about the people scooping puddles into briefcases with coffee cups. Go enjoy the pride parade.
Yeah, so by asking the agency to intervene in this moment, you are going to have a plausible series of events, i.e., setting up barricades, the diversion of traffic, and something that is going to distract people, leading them away from this particular location, allowing you to do this unimpeded. So, a reminder, or for your information, I suppose I should say, there are 3 ways to attempt to put an anomaly into the normal briefcase. You satisfy its focus temporarily, which leads to contentment. You convince it that its actions are counterproductive, leading to confusion. Or you remove the source of its focus, which leads it to despair. So, this puddle has abducted somebody, and you need to convince it somehow that it is either doing something counterproductive, or you need to figure out what its focus is and make it feel bad or good.
Okay, we need to
we
do
talk
some
to the
psychological
Psychological warfare on a puddle.
inspection on the puddle.
Okay, so I put the puddle to sleep, maybe as I'm holding a cup with some of the puddle in it. Maybe we talk to it, and I kind of shake it around, like you know how you shake tea leaves at the bottom of the cup. And I'm just like, why did you kidnap someone from the street? I'm talking to a cup with a puddle in it.
That's also asleep.
Oh right. Can I
Doesn't
tap
that
it
mean
to
that
wake it
it's
up?
exhausted? Can't they put it in the briefcase if it's exhausted?
That was kind of my thought, but I like the image of her just sitting here like she's bailing out a sinking ship and it's just not getting any better.
It's kind of like a liquid metal, like going in the briefcase, and it just kind of like swirls around too much surface tension and then spills out.
Can the briefcase hold the person that is within the liquid?
The person in the liquid is in the liquid in the puddle, so presumably yes.
Maxwell doesn't even know that could when they walked up, could they see the reflection?
Yep, you can still see that person's reflection in the puddle.
So Maxwell is just confused. They don't know what is going on.
Just quick question to make sure I understand the game correctly. Is what we're looking at meaning the 10 twins, the 10 identical people and the puddle? Are these resonances or are these the actual anomalies?
These are, for gameplay terms, these are minor anomalies.
These are minor anomalies. Okay. So each one of these is an anomaly.
Yes.
Okay.
While I'm scooping up this never-ending puddle, is the person in the reflection like still blank face like they were before they went into the puddle, or are they like okay?
Yeah, they're still poking and prodding at their skin and their neck.
Is anyone else here sensing identity issues? You have clones, you have somebody with a reflection they don't like.
Is the reflection moving?
Yep. Yeah, she's feeling her face and her neck.
What does this feel like or like look like from the outside? Does it look like we're looking into a mirror, or does it look like we're looking under the liquid for where the person is?
It kind of looks like you're looking into a mirror, but it would be like a really low quality one because it's a puddle.
So like Maxwell doesn't get the sense that they can reach in and grab the person?
No.
Okay.
Although, you know what? In this game, the impossible is merely probable. If you would like to try that, you can go ahead and roll for it. I just have to tell you what stat to roll.
Well, I feel like I have a good quote for this one.
Oh.
There it is. All right. Maxwell just like staring puzzlingly at this puddle, and it looks like there's a feeling that they could just reach in and grab them. And he just goes, if you can dream it, you can do it, and then reaches into the puddle to try to grab this person out of there.
I'm thinking either dynamism or persistence, because you'd have to be pretty persistent to try and pull something out of a puddle.
I think persistence. Yeah, I think. Or presence. Presence, because I have quality assurance in that, but I also feel like they're trying to like manifest it. So like they're trying to use their presence to manifest the
Okay.
person being there.
Okay. I could dig it. Yeah, you can go ahead and roll with presence.
Presence. All right. I got 1, 3.
Good thing you rolled with presence.
All the rest are 2s.
All right. Well, with
So I
one
do have
success,
quality insurance. I have 3 quality insurance in that. Assurance.
you don't need them. You get 1 3. That's still a success. It just means that it generates 5 chaos, which yum yum yum. I love that chaos.
What else do we have already? Like 9?
Don't
Don't worry about it.
No, I
No,
believe
no.
we have
that's
50.
more fun.
Someone
That's more
failed,
fun.
right? So then
I did fail, yeah.
Yeah, we have 50.
I thought we had 2, maybe 2, but
I'm definitely more
it's
fun.
fine. It's fine. This won't hurt us later.
Yeah, Maxwell reaches into that puddle and goes like up to the elbow in puddle water, and next thing you know, pulls this person straight out of it, and the woman looks bewildered, and she looks around at the group of you and says, "Oh, my goodness. I was just sitting here admiring my face, and
I feel like this is
I was
Sorry.
in a rainforest teeming with so much life. And, well, it was kind of nice to be there, to be away from all the hustle and bustle of the city. Do you think you could send me back?"
So, does Max get the feeling this is going to end up a loose end?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so I feel like this is a perfect place, which also I know is going to end up being a problem. I have an ability called Remember When. Makes you feel an overwhelming rush of nostalgia for the time that slip away. I know you said that no reminiscing, but like I said, Maxwell was not paying attention.
Yeah.
This group is gonna. Oh boy.
So I'm hoping to distract them from what just happened. I'm going to try to, keep memory. Like I saw you looking at your reflection. You were lusting for your youth, weren't you? That's the time that we let slip away is nothing compared to the future that we have yet to grasp. And I'm going to lead them away from what just happened and try to completely redirect them from what they think they just witnessed to get them to reminisce about their past life. So I roll empathy.
Okay.
I'll roll that, and then I'll read out on a success or failure.
Oh boy.
I have bad news.
You should not
Very
have
bad
rolled all
news.
those rolls at the start.
What's that?
Hey, chaos is more fun. I did not succeed. 2s and 4s. That's
Okay.
it.
No quality assurances?
I do have a quality assurance. Not in
Not an empathy, though.
empathy. Nope.
Okay. Cool.
So on a failure, the target becomes lost in their memories. They are overcome with emotion and are useless for gathering information. Returning to the present will take time and care. Their condition generates at least 1 loose end.
All right. So we've got that loose end. You generated 7 wonderful, yummy chaos for me because not only did you get no successes, there's no quality assurance, so there's a burnout involved in that too. And you're still left with a sleeping anomalous puddle. When in doubt, physical force can always destroy a minor anomaly. Overwhelming physical force can destroy a minor anomaly. So,
I mean, can the diapers count as an overwhelming physical force of mopping up? Like,
I mean,
that stuff expands. Like, diaper stuff can expand really big as they take in the liquid until there is no liquid left for this anomaly to exist.
thank you
Diapers
for
you
sensing
have?
the vision here.
you know what? Yeah, why not? Absolutely. You elect to stick those diapers back in the puddle and suck it all up, and you destroy this puddle anomaly. Congratulations. Well done. That means one minor anomaly has been apprehended, taken care of, destroyed, and only a few loose ends have been created to do so. Not bad.
Don't. Yeah, I'm like, can we try to convince people this was like part of a weird performance art piece? Like, we're just a group of queer performance artists doing a pride
Formative,
piece.
theatric.
I don't. What's the art of sopping up a puddle with a bunch of diapers? That's for you to decide, audience.
Annika, you return to see this scene. You've sent all of those people up to the boardroom.
Well, what I wanted to do, if
Mhm.
it would be okay, is there, would I roll attentiveness to sense which one is the original?
Yeah, sure. It makes sense to me.
Okay, that looks like it is 2 3s.
Okay. One of those 10 is given off original vibes.
I pull that one aside. And is there another receptionist who is currently doing the receptionist job?
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you send the other 9 to the elimination chamber?
Oh. Oh yeah. No. That's not a problem. We'll go ahead and call Giuseppe.
Yeah. Great. Thank you. My friend, I think you have to the original.
Did you do that in earsight of or in earsight? Jesus Christ.
Earshot.
No. I put them in 2 different rooms. And I look at the one, my friend, and I'm speaking to the minor anomaly. I feel like you are really lonely. But making more of one person isn't going to work because you're losing the richness of having many different people in one place together.
Okay. You are appealing to its counter. You're trying to make it sense its counterproductivity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. That would momentarily make it feel confused. Would you like to capture it?
Yes, I will slowly, as it kind of like pokes. It's like this goo that like pokes its head out from behind the person, and I like open the briefcase invitingly. I can give you a whole world of diverse thoughts to hang out with. And I like a snake charmer, charm it in its confusion into the briefcase and snap it shut.
Okay. Yeah. You do so, and the person that was attached to this anomaly is passed out now, slumped in the chair in this room, as you are left holding a briefcase.
Awesome. I will open a little cabinet where there are blankets in every room in the Triangle Agency and just like put a little blanket over this man and quietly leave the room with the briefcase and inform the receptionist when he comes out confused, just let him know that he passed out on the street and we brought him here to recover. And I go drop off the briefcase wherever we drop off anomaly briefcases and join the others.
Yep. As you are leaving,
Cases.
as you're leaving, you see the janitor arriving with a bucket, a mop bucket, and a mop, wheeling it forward, and Giuseppe is going, "Time to take out the trash. Oh yes, seems we have some anomalies in need of special janitorial care." And he goes inside the room with all of the other anomalies, and the door just shuts.
That's so dark.
Giuseppe is definitely mafia.
And you return to the rest of your group.
I like that Giuseppe is doing that all with a mop.
Oh man, it's definitely a Korean action movie in there where like it is a whole bunch of martial arts with that broom that ends up with 9 bodies on the floor.
And then just like mops over all of the bodies
as they slowly dissolve.
You all reconvene here in the street, which is mostly empty. A lot of the traffic's been diverted because of the parade that you all made happen. And there is a small amount of people outside of the Fount building. You notice them all? No, they're all kind of congregated together talking. But I will say they all seem to look kind of familiar.
Like
To you.
familiar to us?
Uh-huh.
Or like All right. I feel like Cece is the like adult in the group. And is not around. And so Alora's gonna turn to Cece and be like, the puddle was trying to go to that building before I put it to sleep. And there's a lot of
Right.
people that look familiar in front of it. No one should be familiar to me. So why are they familiar to me?
What are they familiar? That is a good question. And she's like looking these people over to like see if she recognizes any of them.
Nope. They just all look familiar.
Strange. They all just have that face. It was trying to go over there though. You're right. We should probably check this out.
Anika has returned, gets the update on the whole puddle situation.
I still have a bit of the puddle in a cup, by the way. I'm just holding it.
So I think
I never put it back.
This anomaly.
Here, let me have that. And she'll just like dump it into another diaper and then close it up.
So we've found 2 minor anomalies so far. One, it sounds like, was reminiscing and remembering like the good old days and was happy to go to a place that took them there. Is that correct?
Sounds like.
And
She never said
Maxwell's
that she
still
went to the
talking to
forest
them.
before, right? I was more like
Maxwell's
she was
still talking to
transported
her.
there. Oh,
You're talking at her. She's not really responsive now because of the results of your ability earlier.
I'm probably now trying to hype her up on like, oh, if you want to go to the forest, I've heard the Amazon is phenomenal. Just like you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. You can go to the rainforest if you want to. Try to have this loose end by convincing her to just leave.
Okay.
Laura has a good point, though. It did sound more like it was somewhere she liked, but not necessarily somewhere she'd been.
Okay, so there is a feeling of wanting to go somewhere that you like and that is safe, with people that make you feel safe and like as a group. So maybe, and we've heard about people reminiscing.
is it about community? Is it
meeting-
looking for community?
I think it's remembering there's a beach in Charlotte, right? Like a famous beach.
No, Charlotte is landlocked.
Charlotte is landlocked. Okay, so then that's not true. But like,
Well, maybe Damien has a point here. Maybe we're looking for community theater.
I don't think it's that, but it's definitely the reminder of community. And you said it was going towards the Fount building? I wonder if that's its domain.
Do we know anything about the Fount building, or like what kind of company might be in there, or?
Excellent question. The Fount building is an impossibly clean, tall building with windows that disappear into undulating concrete facades. The concrete is polished to a whiter than white sheen, which merges into a swooping overhang that meets the ground like a wave. Beneath it, the group of folks are all gathered together here on the ground. There is a small crowd who are gathered here. They seem to be looking or waiting to gain a glimpse of something or someone. And you all would know that Fount is known for beauty products and a spa.
If they're waiting, is there like a celebrity? Maybe Damien would take out their phone and just kind of like scroll through like Instagram or whatever to see if anyone had like posted a story or picture about like being in the Fount building.
Yeah. You do a little bit of searching on social media and on the internets, and you discover that Jay Shi is a new heartthrob superstar that is visiting to promote Fount's newest product line, which is known simply as Aquifer.
Okay, it seems there's a new superstar, Jay Shi.
Oh, I've heard of them. My twins are all about them.
And promoting Aquifer, a new Fount.
Maybe we need to get in there.
We can do our best.
We need to get through that group first and then go in. I mean, it looks like it's the line.
Do we know what Aquifer is exactly? Is it a foundation? Is it a treatment?
Flips the phone around, which I'm assuming is just such a generic like beauty product ad that's just Aquifer. And then silver bottle, blue accents. It's just a tube and a pump, and like it's spinning, and you're just like, what is this? A cream? A gel? Like a skincare product? It's Aquifer.
It's Aquifer. What does it do? Aquifer. That's what it does. Yeah, it is a very generic health/beauty product.
I don't know why I'm having Zoolander flashbacks, but
I was thinking the same
That's
thing.
exactly the vibe on it.
I think Carol just
thinking the
taps her
same
lips
thing.
like she doesn't know what to do with this. One second. And she's gonna like hop over to where Maxwell is still talking to this poor woman. She's, Hi, I heard you had a wonderful trip to the rainforest recently. Maxwell, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt, but could I borrow her for one moment?
I was just trying to convince her on getting these booking these plane tickets down to Brazil to go visit the rainforest. But yeah, sure, if you want to recommend another one to her, that's, I mean, you know, it's life is what you make of it.
Triangle Agency is also a travel agency. We send people to the Bahamas and the rainforest.
That does sound like a wonderful experience. I'm sorry. Is she responding to Carol at all, or is she still just blank staring?
Very blank staring at this point. She is 1,000-yard stare. She's not touching her face and neck anymore, though. So that's a thing.
Ooh.
Face
Casey,
and
do you
neck,
have
as if
baby wipes?
Yeah. No, of course I do. She's not carrying anything on her, like a purse or anything, by the way. Just no effects at all.
She has a bag.
Since she's not actually, she's like, do you mind if I'm just gonna look for like an emergency contact, and then starts going through her bag looking for any signs of this beauty product, this Aquifer stuff.
Oh yeah, she has like a whole bunch of fount product, including Aquifer.
Well, I think we might have found our source of part of the problem. It just holds the thing up
Can
with
we
like
get,
two fingers.
white?
Sorry, what was that?
What was that?
Can we like wipe her face? Because she was touching her face and her neck, right? And if it's a beauty product, maybe it's on her face.
Good thought. Here. And just sort of gingerly hands the bottle of Aquifer over before digging out some baby wipes and like trying to clean this woman's face.
I have a question about the 10 twins.
Mhm.
Were they particularly hot?
Now that you've sent 9 of them to the
though.
elimination chamber,
Conventionally attractive.
But,
Maybe
okay.
not like hot, but like, yeah, okay.
Okay, but nothing special.
Yeah.
That feels like
I mean,
such
I'm
a
sure-
rose coming from you for some reason.
I'm sure they're really special to their mom. Like, I'm not denying that.
Yeah, you've got this woman. You are baby wiping her face.
She's trying to get the makeup off, basically, but it doesn't seem like it's doing anything.
No, I think she's been permanently affected by whatever Maxwell did to her.
She's in a bad way, and it's going to take her a little bit of time to get back to normal. But unfortunately, for the purposes of this adventure, she is useless to you all.
Ma'am, can you go
Maxwell.
talk to that guy over there? And he'll help you out. And she points to the doorman.
I was about to say Maxwell goes to Annika and is like, you dealt well with those 10 tuplets. Do you think you can bring Miss stops because she doesn't answer Miss Woman here into the agency building for us?
I mean, I'll just take her over to, what was his name? Frank?
Apparently, yeah.
Here, Frank, you know what to do.
Lovely weather we're having. Welcome.
Perfect.
Does that count as making someone do what I want?
I was wondering about that.
No, because you asked her to take the woman upstairs. And instead, Annika just brought it to the doorman.
I'm the wrong person to try to get to do what you want. I'm R&D, baby. I'm R&D.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a sample of the product.
Maybe we could go in a back way to this fount building, perhaps a service entrance.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Or...
I have an idea.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out my rubber duck, which is my initial requisition. And I am going to look at this rubber duck, and I'm going to tell this rubber duck, we are going to be welcomed in the front door. And the rubber duck is now going to tell me 3 steps I must take to achieve that outcome.
Okay. The duck looks at you and, well, you hold the duck and it quacks and it says, approach the front door, grab the handle, pull.
She looks at me like, why did you make me think this was so difficult?
Laura looks at the duck and like realizes the duck knows everything and just starts walking towards the door.
Well, everyone was like waiting outside. So it felt like, we can't just go in.
Listen, that was a brilliant way of getting me to use up my initial requisition.
You approach the front door. And as you draw close, there is a very angry woman arguing with a man in front of the door. This woman is just incensed, and she is saying that I don't care that you've never heard of me. I am a very popular online influencer, and I deserve free samples of Aquifer so that I can give your company free publicity. And the man responds saying, I don't care how popular you are. We're not giving you free stuff, lady. She goes, my name is Indigo Jones, thank you. And you would do well to remember it. I am going to write the most scathing 3-minute TikTok about your company. And she turns with a snap on her heels and goes to leave. And she runs into you, Alara. Oh, excuse me. Indigo Jones walking through here. I wouldn't do anything here with Fount if I were you. I was asked to leave when they found out I was filming their mineral pools for some of my content, even though I had an appointment. Very rude people.
It does sound that way. You're within your rights to be incensed. They're not very welcoming.
I would take your business elsewhere because they don't care about powerful, famous people like me. So obviously they wouldn't care about nobodies like you.
I I would like to grab the thing of aquifer that I think Carol is holding and start dabbing it on her face. What do you really need, dear? Is
Putting that on her face.
Is it fame, fortune, just somebody to love you? What is it that you really need, dear?
She is instantly taken aback by the fact you're dabbing this stuff on her. Since you come into contact with this, roll a d4.
Okay. That's a 2.
Okay. What is one of your relationships on your reality sheet?
The girl at the coffee shop that I keep getting it on with.
You are suddenly overcome with the urge to confess something, anything, to that person.
I'll be right back.
Girl, grab the bottle as she's running by. Just take it back.
I don't know if we should
Are you
touch
like
it.
leaving?
Anika.
And this, children, is why we don't conduct field experiments.
Oh my god, yes, I conducted field research.
You get 3 commendations.
Combinations and some embarrassment, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, just by the way, did taking the bottle from that woman count as commandeering somebody's belongings?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Commendation for me. Sorry, go ahead.
Awesome.
I rush into the coffee shop, and there is the girl that is my longest situationship, who we get it on in the cafe bathroom every once in a while, and I rush up to her and I say, "You use too much teeth when you kiss." Says, I feel so much better. I'll see you later.
She's just like, I don't. All right, you make that confession.
While that's going on, Max pulls the influencer Indigo aside and is like, I'm a life coach and I can help people better their lives and standings. I think we could form a pretty good partnership here. It's like I'm looking for some information about what was going on inside, and you look like you're in for some help on bettering your day-to-day, as today is not your day.
She looks at you and she says, I don't like what you're saying, but I like the way you say it.
See, no, I'm just looking on. I'm looking to get inside and see if I can get my hands on some of this good stuff. You said you were inside for a while, right?
Yeah, I was. I had an appointment, and then they canceled it and kicked me out.
Is it appointment only to get inside, or it's? I know that there's somebody else famous inside today, right? Is that a?
Yeah, there is. Everybody knows Jay Shah is there, but you don't know anything about Fount. You can just walk in. You just can't get into any of the special spa treatments if you don't have an appointment.
I'm not one for skincare much, but I have a client who's looking to get some, and I'm just trying to do what's best by them. Just anything that you could. What's the vibe like in there? Is it a little weird going on today, or
vibes in there are rancid?
Rancid, is it? What do you mean by rancid?
Feels bad, man.
feels bad, man. It's a lot of people's lives and days not going their way then.
No. Fount is making everyone, especially my life, miserable.
Is it the new aquifer?
No. Aquifer is a fantastic product. I'm just so mad at Fount right now. They suck.
And then that's what it seems like. You seem like you could have you need some pointers. How about this? How about you go? I'm going to try to go get inside. If you need anything, give me a call. I'll give you your first life coach lesson free. I'll give you an hour. You can call me whenever you need to.
Okay. Do you have like a
I
business card or something?
I do. I whip one right out of the inside pocket or the front chest pocket, and I got like a stack of business cards. Whip one out right for her. I give them to her, and I'm like, you give me a call when you need me. I'm going to try to go get inside.
Okay, well, look me up online. Like, follow, comment, subscribe, smash that bell.
As whatever. Maxwell's walking away, they're like, I'll look you up. I'll look you up. And starts heading inside.
Yeah. There's no one there to stop you, so all of you can just walk right inside.
Yeah.
By the way, did telling that woman change her life permanently?
You don't know the effects of that yet, but
okay.
You got a good feeling. You got a good feeling. All right. Yeah, you all are able to get right inside of Fount, and when you walk in, it is like entering a stock photo, flooded with light that dances over soft white curtains and broad leaves of potted plants. There's gentle ambient music filtering in from unseen speakers. The first room here in Fount is a shop, which carries an array of various scrubs, creams, lotions, and cleansers, along with a selection of scented candles and bath oils. The new Aquifer set is displayed like fine art in a glass case at the center of the room, with blue-green frosted glass bottles glistening like jewels. There are trial bottles as well of the line on a round table around the case. And then back behind that is the reception area with a desk and a receptionist to take calls, help patrons, schedule appointments, all the receptionist type duties. And there is someone there, a tranquil enigma of a woman wearing a unisex jumpsuit tailored just perfectly for her body type. Her face is oddly familiar as you all enter and see her, but she seems to be a little bit worried, as you can see a little crease across her forehead as she is staring out the windows towards the commotion that seems to be going on outside.
With the other people who all look oddly familiar.
Yeah.
Nothing off about the inside. Like, is there a lot of people inside? Are there other customers and anything? Is it like a shopping front?
There aren't a whole heck of a lot of people in here. There mostly seems to be a crowd of folks just waiting outside. There's a handful of other folks that are poking around the different displays, but it's like if you go to a spa, there's nobody generally in the reception area.
I think Carol is just going to sidle up to this woman, like eyes on the commotion outside. Well, they're just making quite the scene, aren't they?
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry for all of this nonsense that's going on out there. We're generally quite the enjoyable experience when you come here to Fount.
Well, wouldn't call that your problem. And they're just gathering out there. What is going on anyway?
Oh, it's a gaggle of folks that are here for uh, the unveiling of our aquifer line in conjunction with Jaysha. So
Is,
I suppose you could call them diehard fans.
out of character, is there like an event going on right now? Is there like another area that they have people going into, or
Nope. There is not.
So why are they all just waiting out there then? It looks like the display's set up.
The display is set up, yes. Jay's not here yet, though, so folks are just kind of waiting around milling, expecting him to show up at some point. So I'm just happy they're outside.
is there like a VIP access to that meet and greet with
Oh, there
Jaysha
is
when
no
they
meet.
get here?
There is no meet and greet, no. People are just hoping to catch a glimpse of him when he does get here.
How long have you been waiting?
Oh, some of those people have been camped out for at least a day.
Damien, can you show me on your phone what this influencer looks like?
Sure. And then pulls up his page on Instagram or whatever, and you can kind of scroll through.
What do you think that is? Like 5'9", 6 foot?
Oh, 6 foot, definitely.
You don't seem too happy with all of this. I mean, are you the manager here?
Oh no, I'm just the receptionist.
Oh, I understand. As a fellow receptionist.
The one thing I will note for you looking through Jaysha's social media feeds is that he's very handsome, but as it gets closer to the current time and this partnership with Fount and Aquifer, he starts to look pretty familiar.
So how long has this partnership between Fount and Jaysha been going on?
Oh, behind the scenes, months and months and months. But publicly, just the last week or so.
Were you anticipating this kind of turnout?
Honestly, I think the upper level executives were expecting a greater turnout.
I did notice that a lot of those people out there look really familiar. Now, I know a lot of people in Charlotte. I don't know about you, but have they been here before, you think? Regular customers?
Some of them, I'm sure. Anybody who's anybody comes to Fount for the spa treatments. Speaking of which, do you have an appointment?
No, what would I need to do to make one? And she's just going to continue this line of questioning because she's interrogating this person for any possible information.
Assuming that CC kind of like blocking their view, right? I have an ability called Nightmare. However, it does say that I can, on a success, you may pick an illusionary form and appear as that to a particular target. The form can be terrifying, beautiful, or mundane, and they believe it's your true form.
Okay.
Can I, to the receptionist, look like this influencer? Like I'm here for the appointment.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
How much was it again?
To her, I would say that would be the neutral one.
Is
Oh, that
there
would
any
be-
I could try to keep the receptionist's attention on me until the transformation happens so that they don't notice it?
I'm kind of like hiding sort of behind you as much as I can
Okay.
while looking at the phone and like
Studying.
I don't want like anyone else behind us kind of looking at what I'm doing over here. So 64, yeah?
Yep. And what are you rolling on that?
I have I am rolling. am I rolling? Where is it? It rolls with presence.
Okay.
And I have a red box there. So that's the quality assurance, yeah? I got 3 threes.
You got 3 threes?
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Nice. That's
All
a
right.
perfect.
That's
Oh,
Triscendence.
Perfect roll.
That is a big deal. So you can do a couple things here. First off, the roll is a success. No chaos is created, and you may choose an
nice.
additional effect from the Triscendence chart, which is you can add any number of 3s to this roll. You can replenish any 3 spent quality assurances, or you can receive 3 commendations.
Recommendations, I guess?
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Note that down. Very cool. So you take on the form of Jay Shu.
Yes. And it's this moment I realized I don't know how he sounds like. What does he sound like?
we were watching the TikToks like on mute. So it was just like the closed caption. But it was really just Aquifer. They have the visual effect of it going across the screen.
Laura only kind of knows like the mannerisms, but no audio. So they're gonna try doing this with no talking.
All right. You appear to be this celebrity, and the receptionist is busy talking to Cece right now.
Can I sing?
Maxwell. Well, sorry, not to cut you off, but Maxwell has uniform as one of my reality features. You have a uniform that clearly marks your other vocation in a non-specific way. You can use this uniform to sneak into any situation. A worker of that type would be welcome and receive 1 free quality assurance on roles related to your disguise. Can I use that to appear as Jasha's manager? As I'm dressed like I'm not. Maxwell's dressed nice. He's got like a nice 3-button-up shirt, like what I'm wearing now.
Yeah.
Nice khakis. So I'm like managerish vibes.
Yeah. No, I'd say that
Do the
makes
talking
sense.
for me.
Exactly.
Okay.
So while Cece's talking to the receptionist right now.
Yeah. So you'll be
She
able
was
to do
keeping
that.
attention while Jasha like transformed over there. And then like kind of noticing this from the corner of her eye, she'll go like, "Oh well, look who it is, right on time."
Yeah.
Maxwell steps up and is like, we have gotten here just right now to no reception. Where is our welcoming party? We have things to do. Get us to the back.
Oh, I didn't even see your limo arrive. Mr. Shu, I'm such a fan. You are an amazing, amazing celebrity. You do so many wonderful things. You know, the people just love you. Just love you.
We are in actually a little bit of a rush. Can you please just show us to the back?
I'm like gesturing, like I have a sore throat, kind of like so like bothered and like warm, like kind of needs, like the relaxation, kind of looking at their phone, looking at the manager, like hurry it along.
She nods. She goes, of course. I'll send you. I'll take you down to the spa. To the spa, of course. Right this way. And she will start to show Jay and Jay's manager to the back, leaving Damien, Annika, and Cece just standing around in the lobby here.
By the way,
Stop.
the people outside, did they have any reaction?
They're all looking, waiting for the limo to arrive.
Okay. Good.
I think Cece's gonna take the opportunity to like shrug off her top flannel, just sort of like move behind the desk, put a name tag on her shirt, and just starts doing reception. In order to keep anyone
also
from
get-
going in after them.
I will say you said top flannel, and my immediate thought was you had a bottom flannel.
You know, honestly, yeah, like the wife beater that she wears underneath could just be flannel for some reason. We're going super lesbian right now.
I think Anika will do the same thing, but she's wearing her lab coat, so now she looks a little bit like another technician that works in there, and grabs some samples and sort of peeks in, and then like goes after the others.
Okay.
Before I forget to, sorry.
Yeah.
Can I take that as another commendation? Make someone do what I want? Made her take us to the back?
Sure counts. All right.
Perfect.
The group of you are headed, the two of you, and also Annika following surreptitiously behind, are headed in towards the deeper levels of Fount, past reception. The receptionist leads you back to a bunch of hallways that branch in separate directions. There is a sign that says, to the left, the spa, featuring massages, soaking pools, sauna, etc. And then the other way points to the right that says clinic for consultations and procedures. And she says, right this way, we're going left. And she turns left, heading towards
Kind of.
the spa.
I kind of turn and make eye contact with Annika and kind of like point to the right, like to say that you
yeah.
go to the right because we're going to the left.
She absolutely goes to the right.
Cool. You head right. Damien, what are you doing?
I think Damien, maybe like seeing everyone kind of branch off, I think he would go to like I would assume that there are other samples, right? Not just aquifer samples, but like samples of their other products, and just sort of like kind of be like, I'm browsing, shopping, and just seeing if any of the other products are giving the same like weird anomaly or anomalous behavior, just kind of dotting the i's and crossing the t's.
Okay.
Yeah, so just like a little, like, little cream, little on the back of my hand, it's just like various moisturizers all up my arm.
Yeah. You go through the gambit of all of these, and none of the other products seem to have any effect.
Okay.
But you're just going to be spending time applying creams and
various creams, various gels, sprays, oils,
rubs. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe
so
keeps making eye contact with Cece, just like, no. Seems normal.
you do notice as you're doing this that the big sign for aquifer says return to youth, with pictures of all of the various bottles on it. And there are posters with this ad campaign just like plastered on the walls as you're heading deeper into this building as well for the rest of you.
Could CC be taking the time to like cancel people's appointments while she's
I mean, you could.
like the rest of the day's appointments are all canceled.
That is incredible. Incredible.
So many mad influencers this day.
Mad but not poisoned.
Yeah. So we are going to check on the consultation rooms at the clinic. Anika, you head that way. It's a long white hallway lined with doors for different consultation and procedure rooms. There's a lounge at the very end of here with like little couches and chairs and little end tables and things. Here, the different visitors would receive various injectables, dermal fillers, skin resurfacing, vitamin infusions, etc., under the supervision of Archer Hadley, MD. And there are a number of patrons here undergoing treatments, as well as a couple of staff members. You see there's one person in the waiting room, and several of the rooms are closed. All the doors are closed, indicating that there are people getting treatments in them.
I will look around for anything particularly sinister or anomalous. Kind of like shielding my face so that no one like looks directly at it. I actually find a face mask that some of the doctors wear and put one of those on. And I'm going to see if I can, like, what else I can find in there.
Okay. Yeah, as you're poking around in one of the open rooms, you said?
Yeah, one of the open room. Like I get the face mask on. I'm checking the open room. I spend a little time looking up Archer Hadley to get an idea of who he is, and then I'll kind of like scoot into the lounge.
Mm-hmm. As you are going through things in this room and putting the face mask on, you do hear a muffled conversation coming through the wall of the room next door. And it is kind of hard to hear given your current position, but if you wanted to be any nosier, you could probably learn something or hear something.
I'm super nosy.
Okay. You press your ear to the wall, and you can hear that there's a appointment going on in the next room over. This Dr. Hadley is in a consultation next door, and you hear them say, Miss Kinsley, it's so nice to see you. Are you prepared for what Fount has to offer to you? And you would know that Kira Kinsley is a local news anchor. And she has been on the television for several decades. But you hear her saying, yes, I'm so ready to see what you and your clinic have to offer. You see, and you can assume that this is like accompanied by indicators on the face. She says, I have crow's feet. I have wrinkles. I have spots. I've been at this for far too long. And the doctor says, "Oh, we can take care of that. Of course. We'll make it so that no one will question how long you've been in the business." And she says, "Great. I'll do whatever it takes. Money is no issue. As long as it gives me my job and keeps me working, then it'll be worth it." And he says, "Good, good, good." They continue to discuss some different treatments, some different products, and says, he comments that he can gain access to some products that are down in the development wing. He just needs to go down and gain access and bring them up for her. And you basically do like one of these, like turning away from the door as he opens up and walks away. And as he walks out the door, we're going to go ahead and take a break because I realized I said we were going to take a break, and then I waited 7 minutes to do that. So I hope we're in a good spot to take that break. We'll come back in a little bit here. I don't know how that is going to work, but we will do it. Yeah, we're going to do it. All right, everyone, don't go anywhere. We're going to come back with the tail end of this, and we'll see you later. Hadley has wandered away from this room where there was a consultation with Kira Kinsley, the news anchor. We watch as Dr. Archer Hadley walks down the hallway, and Annika is right there. And what's going to be your next move is the question I have.
Creeping after him.
Creeping after them? Okay. And then as you start creeping along behind, the scene wipes back to the two characters that are being led by the receptionist to the spas. And Maxwell, Laura, you're disguised as Jay Shi, and you are brought into the mineral baths. Good old mineral baths.
Actually, we'd like to start with the sauna first, and you could just show our way there, and then we can handle it from there. We'll look to the receptionist.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No problem. And she is going to lead you to the sauna. She takes you to the locker room and says, "Here's where you can change." And the sauna is just around the corner here to the right. And enjoy, I guess. And she just walks away.
Perfect. Can I take that as another commendation? So do what I want.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Definitely.
And then I would like to do another sanctioned behavior. Enjoy one of the finer things in life. As I start getting ready to go in the sauna, I'm like, all right, how long does your disguise last?
My disguise. A while. But should we really be going to the sauna right now?
You never skip sauna time, okay? There's a sauna right there. I'm going to go step into that sauna really quickly. Saunas are one of the best things ever invented. Have you ever been in a sauna?
I'm gonna do that right now. The other influencer got kicked out for taking pictures of the mineral pool. I'll just go look at that while you and she kind of vaguely gestures change and go do that.
We need to strategize. We need to come up with a plan. We are back here in incognito mode.
Respectfully, sir, I'm gonna go to the mineral pool.
They look willingly at the sauna door. But the sauna right there. How are you going to pass up? Fine. We're coming back to this though. And they follow you back to the mineral bath. You're like, at least I got rid of the receptionist.
Yes, it was actually very nice. I was wondering how to get rid of her without talking to her.
And we head to the
Oh.
mineral bath.
Yeah.
All right. You are passing through as you are moving towards the mineral pools. You go through the main pool, and there are two women here enjoying a trip to the spa together. Though this should be a time of relaxation, the two are in a pretty heated argument right now in the pool. They are arguing, raised voices, and definitely harshing some of the mellow vibes going on here.
Are they the only two in here?
Yep.
General
You hear
vibe
what
of
they're
them
arguing
other than
about?
angry? They seem normal.
They seem pretty normal, though they both look oddly familiar.
Dang, that's what I was looking for.
And the resemblance between the two of them is uncanny.
Ah,
General gist
really?
of the argument?
Yeah.
General gist of the argument. You gather that one of them is leaving their entire fortune to a relative stranger that she has met, rather than to her daughter, who she is here at the spa with.
Oh.
Giving off anomaly vibes in the room or from them?
No. They
Nothing?
are quite literally fighting each other or arguing because that is quite literally how they want to handle this.
Well. Oh boy.
Although, as you are passing through, they suddenly stop arguing. And they both go, what were we just talking about? I'm not sure. Huh. Well, it's nice being here at the spa with you today. And they both just kind of calm down.
And they're the only two in here? Nothing
Yep.
else going? Is there any of the aquifer around? Do they have any
Oh, yeah.
like, belonging? Like they got a table
Yeah.
set up with the aquifer?
There's some samples or some products that are laying around in different places, but there's definitely aquifer here.
It's like Maxwell's looking around, like not exactly sure what he's trying to be looking for, or what they're trying to be looking for, but just anything out of place. Like, how big is the room? Is there like another entrance or anything?
Yeah, there's the entrance to the locker room that you came out of. There is a door that leads into the hallway, and there is a door that leads to a separate mineral bath as well. So there's a couple of different rooms here, or different access points to this. But if you're looking for anything strange, I won't make you roll for this, but you notice, the two of you notice some creeping vines appear to come out of the water, move around a little bit, and then retract back under the surface of the liquid.
Oh. Near where the
But
people are?
Yeah, pretty close to them.
did it retract once they stopped arguing?
Hmm.
I think I think the plant made them stop fighting. I don't know what that means though. But
Kid
that's
Maxwell looks over at
probably
Laura like, I don't know what to make of any of this.
well, I mean, we have to see what's causing these behaviors and subdue what's causing weird behaviors. Maybe the plant is one of them. I believe in your leadership, and I don't know how to swim. Would you like to try and trap this plant? Or maybe convince it to get out of the water and leave people alone that have to sort through their arguments on their own?
Yeah, can Maxwell like look into the water and see if they can find the source of it?
At the very bottom of the pool, there is a drain with sizable slats in it that might be large enough for vines to creep out of.
Do we start arguing and see if it comes out, or do we try talking to it? This will be only the second weirdest thing I've talked to this today.
I did see you talking to a puddle earlier.
It's the second. Although this is
Weirder,
also a body of
plant or a
water.
puddle.
Puddle was weirder.
And I'm going to
Puddle
walk
counts in
over
my
to the
apartment.
two. I'll walk over to the two women and I'm like, hey, do you mind giving us some privacy in here? And I gesture over to Jasha, hoping they still see that Jasha is here, and be like, can you please vacate this room and head on over into the next one?
And they go, "Oh my God, it's Jay Shah. I can't believe it. Famous celebrity here right now. Of course, anything for Jay." And they will get out of the water and head to the next room. And yes,
Which
take
is
your
probably they feel very
commendation.
weird about being a celebrity. They're not sure they like it.
I'm sure you'll get used to it.
I don't know about that.
I feel like I have a quote for this one too.
Oh no.
Yes, I have a whole page of quotes pulled up.
Alright,
Whatever.
so the plant came out when we
so-
were arguing.
So, do we stage an argument?
We have to argue about. You're my favorite teacher. I absorb all the knowledge you give me.
You did not
Like,
put enough espresso in my coffee yesterday.
hold on. Now hold on. I make every single cup perfectly. Perhaps you just didn't
I
wash
asked
the
for
cup
a
when you brought it
triple.
back.
I asked for a triple espresso, and you only gave me a double espresso. I wasn't going to bring it up because usually coffees are on point, but just one off.
Was this today after you had your little run-in with the pepper shop? Maybe you were out of sorts. Maybe you just ordered the wrong coffee.
I'm usually out of sorts, and I glance over to the water as the plants coming out as we sit here bickering.
You're both bickering, and in an instant, I'm going to spend 8 of my chaos to take a lot of you, including you two in the front, on a little adventure.
Oh.
Okay.
And you all suddenly find yourselves, and yes, Annika, this includes you too. Since you're all anomalous, you all find yourselves in the middle of a verdant jungle.
Oh.
Beautiful,
That's not exactly how I wanted to get to the plant.
What?
beautiful trees, plants, flowers, humid air. And in the very center of this jungle setting is a beautiful, clear pool of water. And you all hear in your head, drink the water. Go on. It's perfect. It's fine. Have some.
How did we end up here? I was definitely following Dr. Archer Hadley.
Now, Annika, remember? Annika, sorry. Remember? We can't reminisce about the past. That happened seconds ago, and now we're here.
Ooh, you're so right. Okay. I think she should get a commendation for that.
I'll grant a commendation.
Thank you.
Well,
I'm going to pick up a rock and throw it into the water.
oh, woof.
Okay.
Testing things. It sounds
how-
like a good idea.
That's an experiment.
That is an experiment.
Get 3 commendations.
Nice.
You throw a rock into
That
the
was what I was
water.
going for.
It splashes everywhere. But specifically, it is going to splash onto... Let me just roll.
Ooh.
Let me just do a random number generation right now.
I think it should splash on the person who threw the rock.
Oh, sorry.
I
No.
probably stood far enough away. I should have advantage on that roll.
Laura,
Oh no.
Oh no!
No.
a little bit of water splashes on you. And in that
Sorry.
moment, you are instantly transported to the first moment where you truly felt at home somewhere. Where was that?
Probably a few weeks into have falling into the puddle that made them fall on this plane, where they made friends that were really into fashion, and then they just kind of had a community that way because they did not have any friends or family where they came from. So probably a few weeks into their new life on this plane.
Okay.
So probably they're thinking about their friends, like they're all out shopping and hanging out in that way, I guess, like a mall or something.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. Take a demerit for reminiscing.
So evil.
Can I also make an argument? I have another sanctioned behavior, make a necessary sacrifice. I look over as she gets splashed. I'm like, it needed to happen. You needed to know.
I'm about to throw this whole person into the water.
They're
The-
very overconfident.
The rest of you who don't touch the water yet, you still hear in your head an urgent whispering, touch the water. Go on. It's great. Do it.
Now, why on earth would we want to do that? Is there something special about this water?
Yeah, it's great
No, I
water.
don't
Touch it.
recommend it. No, I don't recommend it. As someone that touched the water by accident, and as I look at our CEO, I don't recommend doing that.
Can you
Good
show yourself?
You
Are
won't
you
touch the water.
aquifer?
No.
We prefer to not without knowing like the risks and hazards involved.
Then perish.
Oh.
You hear
Okay.
you hear the
Here,
sound
I think I will.
you hear the sound of people shouting, and you start to
Uh,
hear the sound of hoofbeats on ground, as these sounds start to draw closer, your vision grows hazy, and you suddenly find yourselves waking up in not a jungle, but a greenhouse. And in this greenhouse, you awake to see a load of different plants and tons of greenery. But most importantly, in the very center of this room is a 5x5 glass box. And inside of that box is a trellis that is supporting a flowering passion fruit vine with small protrusions regularly spaced along its length. There's a series of pipes and tubes hooked up to this trellis, and several of these tendrils extend directly down a drain at the bottom of its enclosure. There are in this greenhouse monitors that line the far wall, cutting off between staticky images of tropical plants, glinting armor, fire and smoke, hands applying lotion, and flickering half-blurred faces. The images on the monitors that are around this room dissolve into static when you all start to awake. And the protrusions on the vine snap open, revealing small eyes that are hidden beneath the viney exterior of this plant.
Are they actively trying to harm us right now?
Nope. It's just a plant that has eyeballs on it, and they're blinking at you.
And the plant was in a glass
In a glass
box
case.
Yeah. Okay.
Can Carol use her open carry feature? As the threat of your gun is so great that even the mundane can sense it, and basically it's an intimidation.
Okay, what do you yeah.
I think she's just gonna like cross her arms and cock her hip to one side, so like the baby bag is like really evident. She goes, "Now, I don't think that we like those kind of threats around here. We're going to use our inside voices and talk about this." And let's see how well this actually works. Wow, that is absolutely nothing. That's adorable. But thankfully, I have quality assurances in this, so I'm going to use one to make it a success.
Okay.
Let's see. It's on a success. A target you are focusing on is intimidated enough to do what you want. However, the GM chooses one consequence from the following. Targets will either remember your face, react with extreme fear, contact the authorities, or seek retribution.
Okay. So they'll do what you want, but not like it. Gotcha. All
And
right.
that works on anomalies, right? Not just mundane.
It doesn't say that it doesn't work on anomalies, so I assume that it does.
Yeah. That one specifically says that even mundane people recognize your gun is dangerous, even though it looks like a diaper bag or whatever.
Yeah.
So the plant eyeballs blink a little bit, and you all hear in your head the same voice that was in this other room, and it says, "Where am I? And what has happened to my original home? Do you know?"
Maxwell looks around. Do they recognize this place?
Do you want to go home?
I would love to go home. I am so tired of being made into beauty products.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
I can take you home.
Can you?
Yeah, I just need you to get into the suitcase.
The suitcase. It blinks slowly. It looks like armor. Dark brown leather armor. Trampling. Burning. You would have me get into a leather box.
Can you remind us what we were told about? I understand that I'm not supposed to remember this, so you can give me a demerit, but what was it that we were told about the 1500s?
The anomalous activity is reminiscent of things that were documented in the 1500s.
Okay.
Mhm.
They tell us what was documented or no?
We weren't allowed to go check out. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
you don't
I
have to go
remember.
in the suitcase. We can, and I just kind of like tap the glass. We can take you out this way and disconnect you. Just you need to not hurt us. I'm trying to make it feel welcomed or comforting. Like I'm trying to negotiate with it.
Mhm, mhm.
I think
It.
Carol will take a step backward away from this to give it more space.
Yeah. You're trying to make it feel good. Make an empathy roll.
That's just the normal roll, yeah?
Yep. The 64.
Okay. Oh no. Um
Oh no.
nothing.
Nothing.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. We're doing fine, gang.
We have not rolled
Yeah.
high.
Can you describe this room one more time?
Yeah, so you're here in this this greenhouse, and there are monitors along the far walls that are cutting between various images of tropical plants, armor, fire and smoke, hands applying lotion, and all sorts of flickering, half-blurred faces. There is this 5x5 glass case with the trellis that has the vine creeping up, that has the eyeballs all on it. And there are otherwise a bunch of other plants and greenery in here. But the main focus here seems to be this vine in the glass
Okay.
case.
So there are other plants, and are there any like computers, any keyboards to type on?
Sure, there's one in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna see like are the tubes that are kind of connecting to it and like drawing its power or what have you into the beauty products, are those like accessible? Like those tubes that like we could unplug or somehow, like disconnect them as like a show of good faith?
Yeah. I would say that the pipes and tubes, while they go through and into the glass case, they have
Mhm.
portions that come out, so you could try
Yeah.
and disconnect them out there. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
break them.
I think that's kind of like Damien like looking for like, valves to shut off and like any sort of like plug situation to unhook. Um yeah.
What happens if we try to lift the glass box?
It is fastened to the ground, and beyond that, very heavy as well.
What kind of glass are we talking?
Like half-inch thick glass.
Okay. What's that over there? And I point to the glass laser cutters that have been there the whole time.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Attached to a weasel, right?
No. The weasel
to-
cannot be there because I cannot do the same thing twice.
I was
It's a
about to
ferret.
buy a
It's a
laser
ferret.
cutter. I have the expense account initial requisition. I was about to say I'm buying a laser cutter, but you beat me to it.
So that is 3 3s.
Hell yeah!
All right. Okay. So you can get 3 quality assurances back. You can get, gosh, I have to pull that back up. 3 quality assurances. You can get 3 commendations, or you can make your check have any number of 3s.
So I will take the commendation, but it also says for each additional 3 above 1, you may add another object. I don't know if it has to be the same object.
I'd say it can be a
That's-
different one.
So funny.
There is a glass laser cutter. There is a pot with premium soil and a watering can.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, so I have an ability called Overclock. When you or an ally rolls for an anomaly ability other than this run, after seeing the result, you may roll initiative. On a success, you send them back in time to overlap their own effect, allowing them to use the ability a second time with the same roll. If I use that, do we get 2 of each of those? 2 laser cutters and 2...
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So go ahead, roll with initiative.
Also, would you say me disconnecting the tubes and such are helping someone unburden themselves?
Oh my god, I got 3 3s.
Hell yeah!
I would. I would. Great.
All right, great. I will take that commendation.
Yeah. All right. So, Maxwell,
So,
you can get 3 commendations, any number of 3s, or 3
She has to
quality
roll
assurances.
again. And I'll take 3 quality assurances.
I have to roll again?
You get to use the ability
you can-
again.
I thought I got to get it with the same roll again.
Yeah,
From
what's your-
my ability, on a success, I send you back in time to overlap their own effect, allowing them to use the ability a second time with the same roll. Oh, you're right, with the same roll.
Yep. So another
Same roll.
Triscendence.
She
Three
also
in a row.
Is that like special triscendence? Three triscendence in a row. Triscendence.
It should, but it's not.
So I think besides the glass laser cutter, the pot with premium soil, and the watering can, I also will get have what should I have up here? There was
Maybe
something
like
about
some nice
horses.
fertilizer.
Yeah, there's a bag of fertilizer. Gardening gloves.
Okay.
And there was something about horses, right?
Mm-hmm.
A spear, just in case.
Spear?
Yeah, when I want to protect myself from horses, I think of spears.
Not guns.
Makes sense. It tracks.
We already have 1 gun. We could have used a second one.
Our weapons: a gun, a spear.
To be honest, I don't know how guns work, so I don't think that I can create that object.
So you get all of these items randomly in the corner.
Just sitting there.
Just sitting there. And the plant blinks as Damien goes about unhooking tubes and breaking these pipes and things, and says, "What are you doing? Are you freeing me?"
I don't think you should be used against your will.
Thank you. What should I do then?
You could come with us.
Will you take me home?
Tell
Where
us
is
about
home?
Plant describes to you a pristine rainforest and says that it existed for hundreds of years. And it was located in the thick forests of I say jungle, and it's present day Florida is where it originally was, and it existed there for hundreds of years until Ponce de Leon arrived, and his explorers trampled, burned, and destroyed the forest, the jungle, to make way for civilization while they were searching for the Fountain of Youth.
So
And
this is the Fountain of Youth.
I have another ability to. So to capture an anomaly, what are the 3 things that you can do?
confuse it, make it feel good, or make it feel bad.
Okay, so, and I know this is again contrary to what our objectives were, but my ability makes someone feel an overwhelming rush of nostalgia for the time they let slip away. Can I try to confuse them / distract the anomaly by asking it to reminisce about this time?
I'm going to fight this. We created everything to make this plant feel good. What are you doing?
No,
I am fighting this.
I would argue making it reminisce about its home would make it feel good.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm going for with it. It says, on a success, all past tense, even recent ones, feel wistfully far away. The target is desperate to talk about their past and easily led towards subjects you're interested in, typically secret or classified ones.
Okay. And this
So
works
roll
on
empathy.
Yeah, roll
Is
empathy for this plant.
It says make someone feel an overwhelming, so I don't know if that applies to anomalies.
That's an interesting question. You know what? It's one shot. Go for it.
Empathy.
Empathy.
Extra long roll.
Empathy.
1, 2 successes.
Okay.
On every third 3, yes or no. No added information, but I'm trying to go into talking about its home.
It sure does. It talks about how wonderful the jungle was, how it learned so much, how it fed steadily on humanity's desire to halt the march of time, etc., etc. But it seems to be sedated with nostalgia. It seems to be comfortable with the fact that you all have offered to free it from being used to make these beauty products. And it seems to be happy with the fact that you will be taking care to give it a nice transportation method when you take it from here. So those are all working in your favor as you basically have lulled this thing into a feel-good state. Now shove it in a briefcase.
I gestured towards the briefcase. Slyly.
Before we put it in the briefcase, I want to cut it out of this box. I want to take the gardening gloves, plant it in a nice vase with premium soil, fertilize it,
And then dump it into it.
and give it some water, and then place it gently in the suitcase.
And then shut it in there. Yeah. And you listen to it tell its story as you pot it, put the soil in, fertilize it, water it, and every time you do like one of those things, it just stops talking for a moment. It's like, thank you, as you are doing these nice things for it, and then you stick it inside the briefcase, and you hear the sound of this entity being schlorped into some sort of pocket dimension as it is absorbed by the normal briefcase. And the anomaly is successfully captured.
Are we still at the spa?
You sure are. You're in a greenhouse, so you don't really know where that is, but
Maxwell has not stopped thinking about that sauna.
all right.
They want to find, if on the way out of here, heading back towards the agency, if they pass by the sauna, they are going in.
Yeah. So, yeah, you would find out that you are in the basement of the sauna, and you would have the opportunity to stop by and enjoy some of the accommodations. At this point,
I will meet you all back at the office. I will be in here, and that'll be my last sanctioned behavior. Enjoy one of the finer things in life.
Get that commendation, and the rest of you take the briefcase back to base. You pass the real Jay Shah on the way out, and the receptionist does a double take when she sees him come in.
Does Alora still look like Jasha?
It doesn't say how long it lasts.
Scooby-Doo moment.
Yeah, you both kind of walk by each other and are like, and no problem. Yeah, you get back to the agency, turn in the anomaly, and a successful meeting is done. By the time you all get back, the room where all of the duplicate people had been is spick and span, and Giuseppe is just like cleaning a window with an oily rag.
What about the lady who I just kind of sent in the direction of the doorman?
Oh yeah, she was talking to Frank.
Yeah, she was hanging out with Frank still.
She's still hanging out with Frank, who will like take her inside and give her some cocoa. And what about the guy who was turned into 10 guys?
Still asleep.
Still asleep.
Yeah, he's a very tired boy.
Okay.
I mean, being 10 guys suddenly takes a lot out of you.
Yeah,
I've heard of 5 guys,
Yes.
but 10 guys.
They don't even give you burgers.
But I think this is the end of the adventure for tonight. So why don't we go ahead and do some brief sign-offs so that we can get ourselves off in time for the next game.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
So why don't we go reverse order with how we started? So Zoop, why don't you get us going?
Hi, I'm Zoop. I'm found on the internet as Zoop Machine. My mom calls me Supriya. I love playing TTRPGs of like, I haven't met a system that I don't like yet. All systems are fun. All systems are beautiful. I am going to be on Roll D5 soon, the Queer XP soon, and I also DM I am co-DM on the podcast Game Master Monday. And yeah, if you want to see what I'm doing, access to VODs or anything like that, or ways to contact me, you can check out my card, zoopmachine.card.co, and I'm always excited to play a new game, and maybe we'll play together.
Cool, thanks. Let's jump to Rex.
Rex, find me mainly on Blue Sky at Rex Brews. I do world building. I write homebrew for Dungeons and Dragons. I write actual play and podcast reviews on the Wobble Rocket blog. And other than that, just a major TTRPG enthusiast.
Beautiful. Thank you. Moving over to Ray.
Hi, bye, I guess. I'm Ray. I am a actual play podcaster over at What's Your Damage, and I do freelance art at Covered Mouse on Blue Sky.
Wonderful. Moving on over to Gray.
Hi, bye. I'm Gray. You can find me online on Blue Sky, at aliengenic.blueskysocial. I am an indie TTRPG hoarder. Bookshelf behind me, just all full of games. And I don't really have any fun things to plug. So check out everybody else and all of the great stuff that Pantsless Tables has been doing this weekend.
Yeah, Mira or Kat.
Hi, I've been Miskatonic. I'm Miskatonic on all social media, and this was really fun.
And that leaves me. Hi, I'm Ren. I'm an agender variety streamer, tabletop role-playing game performer, podcaster, audio engineer, game designer, and professional game master. You can find me all over the internet at Thorny Dryad. That's like a prickly bush. You can literally apply that to anywhere. Twitch, YouTube, Blue Sky, Card, Itch. I'm there. I promise it. If you liked what I did here, I encourage you to check out my offerings on Start Playing Games. I have a Star Wars campaign that is currently open and looking for players. So get your butts in there maybe and have a good time with me and the other players. We'll certainly tell a fun story and have a good time. I'm also the character and audio editor for the first ever longest running Genesis AP podcast, Roads Uncharted. We're in our 6th season, so give us a listen. We keep our episodes digestible so you can enjoy them. I want to thank Pantsless Tables for having us here to raise some money for PFLAG and have a good time here tonight. I hope everyone watching enjoyed the show and the chaos that unfolded, and I hope you'll all stick around for the next show that is coming up here, Game 11 of Wander Home. And we appreciate you all being here with us tonight. So take care.